Oh dang, no, now they have it out for Coco. I can't look at my sweet bean! How can you have it out for Coco, man? Hey guys, welcome or perhaps welcome back to the channel. My name is Kumiko, but you can just call me Kumi for short. And today we are here for episode 8 of Witch Hat Atelier, which is entitled The Misgivings of the Knights Moralis. And oh my gosh, I have been loving this series so much. I am very intrigued by the introduction of the Knights Moralis because I think the narrative is sort of setting up this contrast between chaos and order, with the brimmed caps embodying chaos and the Knights Moralis embodying order, and each of these are to an extreme degree, and I think it sort of highlights the fact that neither thing is good when practiced to an extreme degree. When we think about order, I think we usually do think of it as a good thing, but through the Knights Moralis we can sort of see where it might not always be a good thing, because rigid order without any allowance for extenuating circumstances, I think, is arguably just as unjust as something like forbidden magic, which the brimmed cap witches practice. Like, when you think about erasing someone's memories, that's pretty morally questionable. I understand why that practice is in place, but to make the decision without even like a fair trial, without even hearing her out, to make the decision that Coco, who is a child, should have her memories taken away from her. That to me feels very extreme and very morally questionable, especially given the fact that we learned in previous episodes that Coco would also lose her joy for magic. And I feel like so much of the essence of who Coco is as a person is wrapped up in the love that she has for magic. So it's like, would she even still be Coco? Like, would she still be herself if they were to erase her memories and her love of magic? It's a very interesting concept that they're exploring through the Knights Moralis, and I'm really looking forward to what's gonna happen in this episode. Like, I'm assuming that qifrey and or Olrugio will be able to save Coco. But anyways, we're gonna jump into it in just a moment. As always, just a reminder, I do have Patreon. For just $5, you can get early access to the full uncut versions of these reactions, as well as things like special episodes, OVAs, filler episodes, stuff like that is also going to be Patreon exclusive, and it does also go a very long way with supporting me as a creator, so if you're curious, go ahead and check that out down in the description box below. And with that being said, let's go ahead and hop on into episode 8 of Witch Hat Atelier. Yeah, there is a need to be afraid. But she's gonna lose her love of it. Yeah, they won't even listen. They won't even listen to an explanation. Yeah, get out of here. Oh my god. Yo, let's go. Oh my god, yeah, screw your justice, dude. Screw your justice. Get out of here. Oh! Yeah, and Tetia, let's go. Yeah, true. And see, that's not right. Peace and order in this world. Strictly adhere to the law. With no exception. No explanation, no fair trial. I don't think that's right. Yeah, they won't even listen. Oh, no! Oh, he brought out the water sword. Let's go. Yeah, get out of here, Easties. Go back to where you came from. Uh-huh, they are. Damn straight, baby. We'll take that as a compliment. Yeah, true. Exactly. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that is a possibility, but we're not gonna say that that's a possibility. Thank you, Olrugio. Okay, I mean, at least they're doing something useful. Okay. Oh! Dang. Because we can't heal, that's right, healing magic is forbidden. But it is capable of that. Uh-huh, it's just forbidden. We'll resume the oh, now we want to do an investigation. Okay, dude. You were ready to just take her memories away with 0 investigation, but sure. Oh? Oh, is she showing him the spell that she drew? Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea how that happened, but... Tattoo seals onto themselves. I hope we don't have that. I hope the... Okay, yeah. She's been working really hard, as a matter of fact. I hope that there's not like an invisible seal on her or something that brimmed cap witch... Okay, that's really not necessary. Oh my gosh, okay. Well... Oh yeah, I was gonna say, whew! Dodge that bullet. Oh my goodness. The W, Tetia, and Riche, dude, they came in so clutch. But also, I will say, the Knights of Moralis, I think they have good intentions. It kind of reminds me of, you know, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Clearly, the rules are in place because they want to keep society safe. So I understand, like, where they're coming from, but at the same time, I don't agree with this rigid order that they adhere to, and I don't agree with them being judge, jury, and executioner. I think that's too much power for one entity to have. And again, they were about to take her memories without any explanation, without listening to her, without any type of fair trial, no investigation. Like, I don't think that's right at all. Ugh. I am so glad that we made it in time. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I get it, but... Exactly, yup. It's like, who are you without your memories? I mean, it's Kustis's fault, man! Frickin' Kustis. Oh, nice! Okay. Oh, okay. Daddy's like, what about us, man? Oh, the basics of casting primer, of course. Naturally. I think she's learned something valuable from this experience. Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah. Gotta prepare for the test. Do we need to fix the landscape? Oh, okay, okay. Ah, so they just know the rumors. That's crazy. That is really crazy, though. Oh. Oh. Oh dang, now they have it out for Coco. Look at my sweet bean! How can you have it out for Coco, man? Oh. Oh, that's cool. Oh, wait, that's so cool. Oh. Oh, nice. Oh, wait, yo, that's sick. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh yeah, her hat. Oh, and her ink. Was there something weird in her ink? I'm so curious, like how. Oh, I'm wondering if there's something in the ink because when she was demonstrating the spell, obviously she didn't have that ink on her because we just found it. So she must have been using someone else's ink. Is there something in the ink? Oh. Huh. Yeah, that's a little sus. That ink is sussy. Oh, Qifrey's expression is it the same ink that he had, like, what was his name? Like, Null Noah? Analyze? Whoa, wait, what is this? What is that? Whoa. That fills the world with color. A lie. Whoa. Uh-huh. Oh, wait, what? Nature of a lie. Ooh. Oh. Oh my. Okay, yep. I think it's the ink. I think the ink was the problem. Yep. How long can the truth remain? Okay, wow. Okay. That's a lot to unpack. We'll come back to that. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, we gotta go back to... We got some questions about this ink. Yeah, that's crazy that the brimmed cap witch's blood can cause that much destruction when Coco uses that ink. Wait, whoa. Oh, they're closed! The door just disappears? Okay. I don't know if Mr. Null Noah's gonna want to speak to us after we were like, don't tell anybody, and gave him the look of death, but... Oh! Wait, yo, is that a doorknob that he just- wait, that is so cool. Oh, that's sick! That is so cool. I love magic in this show. It's so unique and clever. Oh. Okay. Where's the tree? This looks different. This is different from how I remember it. She's Coco. Coco! Oh. Aww. Aw, he's a sweet bean. Even just the fact that he noticed that. Oh. Yeah, what are all those for? Oh, magic dies. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Oh, he's still analyzing that ink. Oh, okay. Yeah, does it match the ink that Coco has? Hmm. Huh. Ooh, interesting. Well, we get this little Viola. Mm-hmm. Oh, looks just like it. Oh, dang. Yeah, they did something to your vial, fam. Yup. I guess that was the gifts that the brimmed cap was talking about. Oh. Qifrey, you're gonna destroy the whole shop, man! Chill. Oh, that's cool. Azure Moonflower. Oh! That is so cool! Oh my god, I love magic in this show. It's so interesting. The magic system is so freaking cool. Like, it was already cool with the sigils and the signs and the ring, but the fact that you also have things that you can add to your ink to give it different effects, like, oh my god. And the doorknob thing, oh, this is so cool. Oh, yeah. Blushing Bride Butterfly. Oh! Oh, interesting. I hope we don't have an invisible seal on our hands then, because he said... I'm thinking it's just the ink, probably, but... She's so cute. She's kind of a unique witch. Oh, ooh, interesting. Why does he look confused by it? Don't fall over, don't knock him over. Oh. Oh! Qifrey! Oh no. But they're all out of order and not labeled anymore. I'm assuming those little things are labels. Oh no. Yeah, that's not good. He probably knows, like, the order. Yeah, but he doesn't know them by sight. Qifrey! Silverwash eyes. Oh, wait, what does that mean? Silverwash eyes. Huh. Oh my gosh, huh, okay. Qifrey? Yeah, oh my god, is he, like, blind now? Jeez. Uh-huh. Twinned bottle spell. Oh. Huh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. I'm so curious, like, what's Qifrey's history with the brimmed caps? No, you won't. No, you don't. Mm-hmm. Qifrey is serious. He's not messing around, okay? Oh yeah, he realizes, I'm pretty sure. Oh! 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 Mm-hmm. Okay, so they're not gonna tell her, huh? She wants to help. But yeah, what does that mean? Silverwash syndrome. The entire world is... So he can't see the colors! Oh, that makes so much sense. Oh, wow. We are of exceptions, yeah. As you can see from the Knights Moralis. Ooh. Flash of light. Oh! Oh, wait. Oh my god, a nightmare stain. I'm like, oh my god. Okay, wow. There are so many things about this episode to talk about. I don't even know where to start. Okay, so first, let's talk about Null Noah. So he just said, let's just go back and watch it really quickly. Where'd that flash of light come from anyway? And his response is, what's this flash of light? I don't remember any flash of light. So I have two trains of thought here. First train of thought is that qifrey frickin' erased Null Noah's memories, so he legitimately doesn't remember the flash of light. Second train of thought is, I mean, we've seen qifrey become very intense when it comes to the brimmed caps. Like there was that, I think it was episode 5, where Null Noah was like, but we have to report this to the Knights Moralis, and qifrey was like, no, you won't, and he gave him that look of death. He gave him the death stare, which I took that to mean, like, if you say anything, I will end you. So I'm wondering if maybe Null Noah is just saying that he doesn't remember because he doesn't want to get in trouble with qifrey, but the way he was, like, backing up as qifrey was walking towards him makes me think that qifrey might have done something to him. We've kind of gotten like an implication before that qifrey has dabbled in forbidden magic. It was that episode where qifrey's like, well, if the Knights Moralis erase Coco's memories, then they're gonna have to erase my memories too, which to me that was an implication that qifrey has dabbled in forbidden magic. So it's definitely not like outside of the realm of possibility that qifrey would use forbidden magic on Null Noah. So I guess maybe my thoughts are going in the direction of qifrey might have done something to Null Noah, which also kind of raises a lot of questions about qifrey. Like, he's such a fascinating character, and I can't wait to learn more about... I mean, it seems like he's very much obsessed with the brimmed caps, and I want to know why. I'm so curious, what is his history with the brimmed caps? Does he have a past with them? Was there some sort of conflict? Have the brimmed caps taken something important from him? I am so very interested in qifrey's reasons for being as intense about the brimmed caps as he is. I don't think that qifrey's a bad person at all. You know, like, the more that I see him interact with his students, I think he really, really does care. But I think that qifrey is probably somebody who's, like, sort of following his own moral code, you know, like he's definitely not somebody who is following the same moral code as the Knights Moralis, or even as the rest of, like, witch society, it seems like, which makes him very interesting to me. So I'm very curious to learn more about qifrey. But yeah, this was a crazy scene. So many interesting revelations as well, like with the silver, was it called silver wash? Is that what it was called? Silver wash. Okay, so this was also fascinating to learn about silver wash. So it seems to me like Tarta probably wanted to be a witch, but apparently, supposedly, allegedly, he can't be a witch because of this silver wash condition, which I kind of hope that maybe someday he will try his hand at magic, because I can see where this would be somewhat of a handicap. Especially in the case of, like, you know, he said that all of these different colored, I don't remember if they were powders or liquids, but anyways, the things that were in the jar, he said that each of those things does something different to the ink. So I can see where it would be a handicap if you're, like, trying to pick which color to put into the ink and you can't tell. But I feel like you could still draw sigils just fine. You know, so again, it would be a bit of a handicap, but I don't think it's impossible to be a witch. So if that's really his desire, I hope that he gets to fulfill that dream someday. But yeah, this was really, really interesting. So he just sees, and I love this visual too, of him in the window and everything's silver and gray tones, the entire world in silver, and gives so much context to why he couldn't tell what Coco was pointing at when she was like the red one. And I for a minute I thought that the freaking like brimmed cap witch had done something to the jars in here somehow, but no, he just can't see. He can't see that that's red. He can't see colors, and I can see why that was very upsetting to him to have everything out of order, because he can't tell what's what since he can't see the colors. That's crazy. And I like what Qifrey says here, like witches tend to value good eyesight. So life is probably difficult for those with that condition. And then he says, one problem with witches is how unaccommodating we are of exceptions. And absolutely. I mean, we've seen that just with the Knights Moralis. It seems like the Knights Moralis make literally zero exceptions for anything at all, ever. So that's something about present witch society that really sucks. And like I said, I hope that someday, if Tartar really does want to become a witch, I hope that he will be able to, because you absolutely could still be a witch, I feel like, with that condition. It just makes it a little bit harder. But human beings, I think, are very adaptive, and we're very capable, I think, of learning how to overcome obstacles. So I have no doubt that he would be able to succeed. And I hope maybe Coco can possibly encourage him. Maybe? I don't know. I guess we'll see someday, but it'd be really cool if he could pursue his dream, if that is his dream. I also found this scene so fascinating because it just once again, like, look at Qifrey. I mean, he's like so intensely focused on this, and it once again just makes me so curious, like, what is the backstory with Qifrey and the brimmed caps? It's like he becomes a different person almost when it comes to them. It's like he doesn't even hear Nol Noah. He's just so completely focused and locked in on experimenting with this ink and finding out what the heck it does. And I want to go back to this scene with him and Nol Noah as well, because I mean, this was pretty crazy. And Nol Noah's view is like, something like this shouldn't exist. It's too dangerous. It needs to be destroyed. It's too much for even me to handle. Like, that's too much power in my hands. I have to tell the Great Hall. And Qifrey is adamantly like, no, absolutely not. And honestly, I kind of get what he means with, like, neither the Knights Moralis nor the Great Hall can be allowed to have this, because, I mean, for one, obviously this is his link to the brimmed caps, so he doesn't want them to have it, but for two, I don't think Qifrey trusts the Great Hall or the Knights Moralis, so of course he doesn't want either of those entities to have this kind of power. So, I mean, you know, fair enough, makes sense. And he is like, I mean, he's sweating. What are you saying? So, I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure he erased his memories, because he literally just said, like, it's best if no one knows that we know. Did Qifrey erase his own memories too? I don't think Qifrey would erase his own memories, but I'm pretty sure he did something to Nol Noah. Oh, dude, and this was so sinister. This was so sinister. And the glare on the black side of his, like, glasses, which, honestly, I feel like the glasses themselves are maybe kind of reflective of Qifrey, because one side is kind of like white, and then obviously the other side is black, which makes me feel like there's very much like a moral duality that exists within Qifrey. And I mean, that's true of all of us, I think, but with Qifrey, I think it's especially prominent where, like, he has a dark side. He can get serious when it comes to the things that matter to him, but he also has, like, a very good side to him. Again, I don't think Qifrey's a bad person. I think he's just a person who's very intensely motivated by whatever it is with the brimmed caps. But, I mean, this definitely makes me think that we did something to Nol Noah. Ugh. Dang, okay, wow, what a crazy scene, holy crap. Okay. I also found this scene to be quite fascinating because I think it once again sort of highlights why a single entity shouldn't be judge, jury, and executioner, because I mean, essentially the Knights Moralis have already decided that Coco is guilty, and they're like, now we have to make her confess. You know, we have to force the confession out of her so we can, like, get her out of here. Like, they've kind of, like, already determined her fate for her without any proper investigation, without really hearing her out, without any real solid evidence. And they're already like, yeah, we have to make her confess so we can get her out of our society. That spell dried up the entire area downriver. A single fallen rock can bring down the bank. So obviously he's talking about Coco here. He says it. When we see Coco, he's like, she might be that single rock. And I mean, I get what he's saying. Like, if we have one person who is messing up witch society, then that person could potentially bring down all of witch society, and we can't have that. Again, I get, like, where the Knights Moralis are coming from. As I said, I don't think they have, like, bad intentions. I think they have very much good and noble intentions. It's just the methodology is a bit misguided, in my opinion. But, you know, I get it. Divert the river's flow and alter the environment beyond. So he's also saying, like, not only could Coco potentially dismantle, like, all of witch society, but she could completely change witch society as well, like alter the direction that witch society goes in. If we just have, like, one bad egg in his view, the once beautiful scenery, like, if we lose our way, we can never go back. That girl could be the first rock. Like, she might be the rock that brings all of this down. All of this that we've worked to protect down. So again, I get where they're coming from, but I must pluck her out before she gets the chance to fall. That's so fascinating to me. That is so fascinating. So he has identified Coco as a threat, and it sounds like he will use any means that he possibly can to get her out of witch society, because he thinks that she is going to, like, just mess it all up. I also love the way they drew, like, her eyes look so eerie and creepy and menacing. And then it cuts to, like, my cute little baby bean Coco. Like, what a transition, dude. What an absolute transition. I also like this scene because I think it once again emphasizes how much people place magic on a pedestal. You know, like the way this guy grabs her, the way that he was grabbing Agate in, like, the previous episode, or maybe it was episode 6, I don't remember. But once again, very much for me, invokes that image of the hand holding the pen up to the sky and all of those hands grasping around the pen because everyone is so desperate to have something that feels to them like salvation. You know, like, to him, magic is salvation in this moment. Magic is supposed to fix things. And he's desperate for that miracle. You can fix his wounds too, can't you? But we can't. That's forbidden. Which is also quite curious to me. Like, why is healing magic forbidden? Can we explain that? Like, we're allowed to take people's memories. I understand that's, like, the one exception to forbidden magic, but, like, why is there not a second exception for healing? Like, healing seems like generally a good thing, so it's like, if we're gonna make one exception, why not make a second exception for something that's actually good, you know? But I think this kind of highlights the flaws of present witch society. You know, it's very clearly not perfect, and the governing bodies of witch society seem very morally dubious, so magic probably is capable of that, but we're just not allowed to do that. And in this case, it's like magic is this guy's hope, and now he's being told that magic can't do that. Dang. Anyways, wow, this was a crazy episode in so many ways. I could probably yap about this for, like, another 30 minutes. I'm not even joking, but I'm not going to subject you guys to that long of a video, but, like, oh my god, the freaking doorknob thing, so cool. I love how Noah's shop, when it's closed, it's just like, it's literally closed. Like, there's just not even a door. Like, can you imagine how nice that would be as a business to just, like, not even have to deal with anybody at all because there's just no freaking door. It's just a wall. Like, that's so funny. I also just, like, this pen, so cool, dude. Like, every time they introduce a new aspect of magic in this whole witch society. Like, it's always so cool. Like, of course they have a freaking, I guess you could call this like a soldering pen that lets him burn casting seals into rocks and trees. Like, what a cool invention. That is, oh my gosh, I love that. I'm wondering, like, does it have a seal inside of it to produce fire at the tip? Is that how it works? Like, it's just so cool. All of the applications that the author has thought of for this magic system are so freaking cool, you know? Like, every time I see something new, I'm just like, oh my god, that's like so smart. I'm also really curious, like, where is this? Where this brimmed cap witch was sitting? Like, is this part of... Is this even, like, part of the world that they live in, or is this, like, some alternate dimension? But this was also so interesting. Magic is a lie that fills the world with color. And then they say, though these hands may draw beautiful spells, look at how stained with ink they become. And then, oh, the nature of a lie is that they are outed with close scrutiny. Oh, I'm so intrigued by what this brimmed cap witch just said. And I'm also so curious, like, would any witch's blood cause this effect? Or is it just, like, specifically the brimmed cap's blood, or specifically this witch's blood? Like, really wondering about that as well. Like, does this brimmed cap witch have special blood? Or, like, would any witch's blood make the ink do what it just did? I don't know, but that's really interesting. And then they say, how long can the truth remain hidden? I almost wonder if they're maybe saying that magic has some sort of price, because they're like, though these hands may draw beautiful spells, like, look at how stained with ink they become, which makes me feel like they're saying there's some sort of price or some sort of trade-off for the beauty of magic, and maybe that's why magic is a lie in their view. I just want to watch it one more time. The nature of a lie is that they are outed with close scrutiny. So the more closely magic is scrutinized, the more likely the truth is to come to the surface. It's just, I don't know exactly what the truth is. And then they say, like, how long can the truth remain hidden? Huh. That's a really interesting train of thought. How long can the truth remain hidden? Magic is a lie. It's also fascinating, like, the setting that we're in here, because they just said, like, magic is a lie that gives the world color, or something to that effect, and this brimmed cap witch is sitting in a world seemingly devoid of color. I mean, there's like a little bit of blue, I guess, but other than that, it's like pretty neutral tones, so that's pretty interesting. Wow, yeah, I can't wait to find out more about what this brimmed cap witch might mean about magic being a lie. I guess maybe they might mean that magic is a lie in the sense of, like, so many people think that in order to wield magic, you have to be, like, born as a witch, but as we know, that's a lie. That's not true, because you only need certain components in order to cast magic. So I wonder if maybe that might be what they mean by magic is a lie. And if we follow the train of thought of, like, potentially magic comes with a price, could also mean that there's been maybe a lot of sacrifice, or maybe, like, the quote-unquote good witches have done some morally questionable things in order to create the magic that is, like, quote-unquote beautiful. Maybe this brimmed cap witch feels like this seemingly beautiful magic is built on a foundation of something rather unsavory, and that's why it's a lie, you know, like, it's masquerading as being beautiful when really it was, like, created from something vile, perhaps. I don't know. I'm just throwing out guesses here as to what they might mean by this. I think there's a lot of ways you could interpret this, to be honest. But once again, like, going back to the hands, you know, like, again, though these hands may draw beautiful spells, look at how stained with ink they become. And it, like, the way the framing of this, the way that the brimmed cap witch is, like, looking at their hands, makes me think of, like, having blood on your hands, you know? So it feels like they're maybe saying that the beauty of magic is, like, stained in blood, which maybe has something to do with you know, what happened in the past and like the day of the pact and all of that stuff, you know? So I'm wondering if that might be what they're getting at. But wow, great episode. Oh my God. Oh my God. This was such a good one. I feel like we learned so many things. So many interesting pieces of information were revealed to us. We got, you know, some character moments. We got to see a little bit more insight into qifrey's character. We learned about Tarta. We saw some really cool magic. We found out what happened to Coco's ink. Like, oh my God, so many things happened in this episode. And I loved it. I loved every second of it. This series has been so good. I am so glad that I just decided to pick it up on a whim. Like, I'm so excited for Mondays now. Like, every Monday I'm just like, yes, there's a new episode of Witch Hat Atelier. Anyways, I think that's all I have to say about this episode, but wow, this was a great one. I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye! Alrighty, it is time, as always, for our Legend tier shoutouts. So, shout out to Abel Dark Rider, Savior of Nern, and Gabriel Weiss. Thank you guys so freaking much for being absolute legends. I really do appreciate it. And on to the rest of the shoutouts.